What's up, everybody? Justin here, After Hours Auto Sports. So if you've been following along with the website and stuff, you obviously know about the build going on Josh's E46. I put out a walk around video on that a couple days ago, just covering where we're at with it, kind of the stuff we're doing, stuff like that. But if you follow the shop Instagram or Facebook page, you've likely seen a couple pictures, whatever, here and there of the BMW One Series that we're building right now too. And while it is significantly further away than the E46 is, I wanted to give you guys a quick, short little walk around video on it too, because there's not a lot of people building One Series that I know of, at least not for drifting. There's a couple badass drag cars out there I've seen on Facebook and stuff like that. So let me walk you through this, kind of what we're doing, the parts we picked to use, and the plans for the car. So as we approach the car, the first thing most people are going to notice is that Holley high ram. It's going to be way out the hood. So the powertrain we decided to go for on this car is a Golan Racing Engine 427 LS. It's an LS3 based dart block that they custom did, high compression. I believe it's 14 or 14.5 to 1. I can't remember off the top of my head. It did 699 horsepower on their engine dyno when they broke it in. And if you notice here, it's getting a little shot on top of that. We're hoping for about 750 wheel is the goal for the car. Like I said, this one's not as far along as the other one. It's more of a shell right now. We have a lot of the parts, but all the time and focus has to go to the 46. So this one's getting worked on after hours. Michael and Bob have been doing some stuff on it when I'm busy on the 46, stuff like that. So I actually did not do the cage in this car. Brian and Sam at the Dimmer Donut Garage knocked that out for me. It is all TIG welded. It is gorgeous. They went above and beyond with these sick gussets, stuff like that. So it's in, it's great. Supreme refinish. Again, we got the whole thing sandblasted by, God, why can't I think of names? Applied Plastic Coatings right now. Supreme refinish handled the paint. Once again, we did steel it, top and bottom, inside and out. Brian did the cage. Brian did these custom one-off tilt and pedal mounts. Also, this really cool steering column mount, just in case we ever need to go back to the factory bearing and factory column, we can. So that's a really trick piece to have. So for this car, we opted to go with WISFab. They're really kicking ass developing this chassis. It's what the Eurofighters use. Seemed like the right choice. So they let you use the M brakes, which are massive. Again, Fuel 442 coilovers, WISFab knuckles, full WISFab angle. I'm using the LSE90.com mounts paired with some rev shift mounts to get the engine in there. Again, those pretty WISFab top hats. So we can walk around to the back of the car here. So we got the same jump post, same fuel setup, same gauge, same filler. We're trying to make everything we can on this car a spare for that car, since it's usually going to be around if, you know, his gauge fails, if one of his pedal masters fails. It's all the same shit between both the cars. So Radium fuel cell, FCST, 3 Marlboro 450s. Again, same exact setup that's in that car. The physical tank shell is unfortunately slightly different between Fuel Safe and Radium for their 10 gallons. So that does not interchange, but the surge tank unit and the fuel pumps itself will. So if you're a car person, I'm sure you've noticed that sticking through. So we got the rear ready for a tube. We're doing full Big Duck Club overs once they're available. Kind of holding out for those right now, so not cutting the body up too bad. So we went ahead and picked up a RTS quick change, full WISFab rear suspension, Fuel 442s, and again, M brakes. It's nice, the WISFab knuckles have a built-in dual caliper setup on them for the M brakes. Makes it really simple. Again, this car is getting rear mounted with, unfortunately not the exact same, but a very similar and interchangeable radiator fan setup as that car has. This one just had to be a couple inches shorter because of the smaller trunk. We are mating to this Golan race engine a GSR, an RTS GSR with a RTS bell housing and a Tilton twin disc. Again, same setup that's in the other car. Spares, spares, spares. Yeah, you can see we've got the bell on. Same, we're gonna do the Mazier electric water pump. I've actually got it in a box over there. Like I said, this one is getting nitrous. That's really, the powertrain is pretty different between the two. I personally don't like boosted motors. I much prefer NA just for serviceability. This thing's gonna be making 700 horsepower, sitting in here like this. Tons of access, etc. Low weight, better balance, all positives to me. So yeah, Sparco seats. I've got most of the parts to get this car together here. Outbreak is building the wiring harness for it, along with the wiring harness for this guy. So they should be pretty similar. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't look like it's far, but we've got most of the parts. It's really a matter of time. And yeah, oh, and we got WiseFab rear axles in the back. This is another set of WiseFab axles we just got for the 46. These things are super nice. And I'm really stoked to be running them this season after having constant axle issues with one of the other major axle companies. So yeah, go ahead and drop a comment if you have any questions, and I will do my best to answer them. Sorry the heater and air compressor and every other damn thing in the shop decided to turn on during this. But yeah, let me know what you think or if you have any questions. Talk to you later.